Hi guys, welcome to my channel where I'll be talking about a few different subjects. First subject I'm passionate about is well-being products and the well-being, the supplement, the fitness products. And I'm going to talk about my favorite products actually, because I have a few. And someone asked me yesterday on LinkedIn, what are your favorite products and why do you like them? And I listed so many, and at the end I had to reduce to at least 3. So my favorite products would be the Energy Fizz. It's all plant-based, guarana and ginseng. Second one is my protein meal replacement, vegan, certified, dairy-free, ethically tested. And the third one would be my Green Glow Gut, which is a product for gut health that has biotin called, and the fourth product, actually I have 4, I might go on to 6. The fourth product is the Green Synergy, which is biotin, B12, 13 greens that we don't eat on a daily basis, all compounded in a powder with collagen. And then my fourth product would be creatine. And I've been taking creatine for the last year or so, and I can feel the difference. And I don't only take creatine for muscle growth, I take creatine for brain health as well. So these are my favorites. Why are they my favorites? So the first one gives me energy without the crash. So I try not to tend to drink a lot of coffee. So it's all plant-based, and it gives me the energy to go through the day, my daily tasks as a mum of one, 12-year-old. And then the second one would be the meal replacement protein, which I put in a smoothie with frozen strawberries and raspberries, and that is my pre-drink before workout. It can be my drink after workout, and I love that. My Green Gut Health with spirulina, that is for my gut health and my probiotics. And then my Green Synergy is probably early afternoon to get my whole system working. And the creatine is a daily intake of 5 or 10 grams, depending. If I'm working out, it's 10 grams. If I'm not working out, it's 5 grams. It's all in water, like in this bottle. And this is mango and orange, mango and apple. Green Synergy. No, this is mango, peach and mango Energy Fizz. This is it. Now I remember. So the next thing is I want to talk about is eating habits. So yesterday I was at an event where we talked about the well-being in the workplace, and we talked about the eating habits of people and the meal preps and the convenience of food and how to be constantly healthy, which cannot happen. It's not possible. So I do a rule of 80-20. So 80% of good food, 20% of exercise. And another rule that I do as well, it's the 5-2. So 5 days where I look at all my macros, I put my calories in, what I've eaten, and I'm a bit strict on myself. And the other 2, I'm a bit more lenient, and I don't count, and I don't look at my macros. So the eating habits, for me, we all fall off the wagon. We just need to come back to it. And a bad breakfast doesn't mean a whole day is missed. That'd be a bad lunch or a bad dinner or bad snacks. No, bad breakfast. We recognize it's a bad breakfast or bad lunch or bad dinner, and then move on, and then go back to your healthy habits. It's little tweaks, little wins. So obviously is knowing what to eat, when to eat it, the importance of protein, especially for us women, and the importance of fibers and veggies and all of that. And when people ask me, what do you do to meal prep or to think about a healthy snack? Well, for me, if I have a good breakfast, I don't need a snack before lunch. But if I didn't, then I'll have either boiled eggs or protein powder that I put in water and I drink. And this way it makes me feel full and I don't eat crap, because sometimes we all eat crap. But we just have to understand that the more crap we eat, the more crap we're going to feel. So it's actually what we eat is who we are, and how we digest, and how we understand about what food does or doesn't, and what kind of food to eat, what kind of food to avoid. Hydration is very, very important as well. I heard yesterday that apparently if we are hydrated even 2%, our body is in a how do you call it? Not fight and flight, but in a distress and very stressed space. So my eating habits is boiled eggs, veggies, carrots, a lot of veggies, a lot of greens, the good fats, the avocado, the full fat milk, the full fat yogurt, also kiwi, a lot of red berries, a lot of oranges, vitamin C, and a lot of, obviously a lot of protein, whether it's meat-based or plant-based. So my meal replacement that I take every day, or it could be a protein or just a meat replacement, is all vegan. It's a pea protein, and it's 20 grams of protein a day. That is one drink. I do not eat processed food, and when I say processed, I mean, I'm not talking about the healthy processed. I'm talking about probably the unhealthy processed, the biscuits, the fried stuff, the crisps, the bad chocolates, because chocolate is not bad. It needs to be 80% dark. People won't like that, but it needs to be 80% dark to do its benefits and to bring you whatever, all the good things it does. I rarely drink alcohol, but that's a personal choice. For me, it's empty calories. I enjoy maybe a drink every 6 months, but the rest is all herbal teas. Yeah, I do like my coffees in the morning, and I love matcha. So matcha is one of my favorites right now, and I drink it with coconut milk, no syrup, no sugar, just warm matcha. I drink, again, this, and hydration, all the time, hydration. 80-20 as well. The 80-20, the 5 days on, 2 days off, and the 80-20 rule of healthy eating. And more importantly, don't just ruin a full day because you ruined one meal. Just go back to it. And we're all humans. We all need to understand that we have emotions. The other thing I want to talk about, my journey and how I got to where I am right now. And my journey is maybe normal to other people, but I was diagnosed with early perimenopause at the age of 39 when I was told that I couldn't have kids and I needed help. So I went on a massive 6-year journey of IVF, 4 times a year. I don't remember, but yeah. And it was a grueling, up and down, constant thinking about it, constant what to eat, what not to eat, constant being completely off, like certain foods, and off, and I would train, and I would drink water constantly, and I would go to bed early, and I would be so good and not drink alcohol at all. And And I did that for 6 years, and it was really, really, really overwhelming, morally, mentally, physically. Every time it didn't work, it meant that I had to flush it out, my system, but also it meant that it didn't work. So that was a heartbreak. But I kept on going, and it took me just my mum to say, change doctors and see what could happen. And now I have a beautiful 12-year-old. She is the love of my life, I would say. She is. And having her meant that for other people, I was like an older mum. But it doesn't matter, because it pushed me to be fit. It pushed me to think young. It pushed me to go to the gym every day, which I love doing anyway. It pushed me to think, well, I want to be there when she grows up. So it pushed me to push myself every day and try to be fitter and fitter on a daily basis. So it's never too late. It's never too late. For some women that asked me how I did it, I kept on thinking that it's something that I wanted to have. And it took my mother to convince me, bless her, that just one more go, change doctors, change the way you do it, change clinics, and you'll see, you'll get there. And yeah, she is beautiful. She is everything I thought of having a perfect child. But nobody's perfect. She's not. She is her own self. And it is beautiful to see her grow. Obviously, she's 12 going on 30. But, hey ho, she's going to be the reason. She is the reason I want to be fit and tell women that it's never too late until the fat lady sings. It's never too late. So, and that takes me to another subject that I'm very passionate about. It's when women get to a certain point and when they think, I've had the kids, I've got married, I've had the kids, I had the career, or didn't, and I'm giving up. And everything is so difficult, everything is so overwhelming, and I open a pack of biscuits and I don't stop until it's done, it's finished, or a bar of chocolate, or alcohol, or bad food, or bad habits. We need to take a step back and take our power back. Nothing is finished until you decide it's finished. So if you're not happy with yourself, if you're not happy to where you are, you need to change, because nothing would change if you don't change. So, and I had to work on myself for that. I had to change, and I had to have a different mindset, and mindset is everything. And the last couple of years, I learned a lot by just looking at myself, looking at my patterns, my habits, listening to podcasts, listening to other women talking about what they've gone through. So, and then taking a few bits and thinking that, yeah, we can change. We can have a growth mindset. It doesn't need to be fixed constantly. And we can change. And I'm really, really passionate about helping other women change their patterns, change their life, feel healthier, just by starting little exercises, little things that we change in our daily routine, and just celebrate the little wins every day. It's little wins. It's not a list of things to do every day. It's just a little win. Then when we tick it on a daily basis, we are in the green at the end of the week. We've done little changes every day. We moved our body every day, whether we feel like it or not. Sometimes we don't. And sometimes we don't feel like showing up to the world, but we have to. So when I talk about when I talked about the products I love, and I break them down to people, and they come back to me to say, well, this is too expensive. I can't do time. I can't do this. It's too expensive for me. I don't have time for this. I have work. I have kids, etc. Well, this is BS, because if you don't have time to exercise, but you have time to watch Netflix for 2 hours, or go to the pub for 2 hours, then you have time to exercise. I'm not saying to rule out everything that's fun, but I'm saying to have a consistency in the level playing field, consistency in the exercise, consistency in having fun every day. And you can exercise and have fun at the same time. And the joy that brings you with the happy hormones that it brings you, is just, for me, I'd love to exercise every day if I can. So when people say to me it's too expensive, well, it's a question of, is your health a priority, or something else is a priority? Because if your health is a priority, then nothing is expensive. Then you shift your spending to the healthy stuff, to the things that work, to the things that are worth it. And you'll never know if it works if you don't try it. And people say, oh, the products are too expensive. Well, break them down. Break them by 30 days, break them by 7 days. It'll be like, trust me, guys, it'll be cheaper than a coffee. It'll be cheaper than even a cup of tea outside. It'll be cheaper. It's just switching your mindset to the healthy stuff, and knowing that your health and your way you live and the way you prepare yourself now to live better after is very important, because you want to end up being able at the age of 70 or 80 to be able to go for a walk, to be able to move your body, to be able to, not break every bone in your body. And especially for us women, we need to lift weights. And that is very important, because for the bone structure, for the bone density, especially during perimenopause and menopause. I know everybody talks about lifting weights. You don't need to start with very heavy weights. You start with small weights, very, very light weights, and you progress. And you'll see that lifting weights brings you more and more happiness, because it defines your body if you're consistent, but it also works with your metabolism, and you feed it protein, and then your body works with itself and makes your body, makes your gut happy, your brain happy, and everybody is happy. People like instant gratification, obviously. Going to a coffee shop and clicking that credit card to have a coffee or what. We all do it. I do it. I like meeting people in a coffee shop. I like my matcha in a coffee shop. I'm not saying not to do it. I'm just saying there are priorities in life. And if you want to be healthy, and if you want to enjoy a longer life, well, you need to be doing a few tweaks. That's all.